Now, from WYDC TV, this is Big Fox News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Anna Manuel. Have you ever received a bill for an unpaid toll that you didn't even know you had? Well, now New York is trying to fix that problem going forward. Our Dante Brown tells us about new rules that aim to keep drivers from piling up debt.
In New York State, tolls are charged through Easy Pass, or what's called toll by plate. Many enjoy the convenience of Easy Pass.
It is. Multiple states.
Yeah, it does. It's been something I can't live without.
In March of 2023, according to the audit released by state comptrollers, Thruway Authority lost out on over $200 million in unpaid tolls. New York State now wants to make sure that drivers who are told by their license plate number get proper notice that they owe tolls. Many drivers who are told by their plate have seen toll bills stack up thousands of dollars. They claim they have never received the original bills and that tolls and late fees added up without their knowledge. As part of the state budget, Governor Hochul announced new rules that public authorities must take to make sure those told by plate through mail do get their proper notice. Those new rules include a 30-day grace period to pay the toll and a second warning. Drivers will be able to see any outstanding tickets via text or email, and authorities will be obligated to post any outstanding tickets to their websites. The new charges for drivers who are told by plate in New York State are set to take effect in September. Dante Brown, Big Fox News, Corning.
There was an impressive turnout at the Round in Third for a benefit supporting critically injured Chemung County Sheriff's investigator Mike Thetke. Thetke was injured at the end of March pursuing larceny suspects. His condition has improved, but he has a long road to recovery, and the community has supported him through many benefits. Another benefit is set for Sunday, June 9th at the Erin Town Tavern from noon to 6 p.m. with a chicken barbecue, an auction, raffles, and more. The Schuyler County Sheriff's Office is looking for a suspect after an incident on Sunday morning in the town of Dix. Officers also secured and investigated State Route 414 in Catlin. The Sheriff's Office says 40-year-old Catlin man Rexford Smith, who also goes by Ellie, is the suspect, and he could be armed with a firearm. Anyone with information about this incident should call the Schuyler County Sheriff's Office at the number on your screen. Starting tomorrow, the Corning Painted Post School District will begin personal voter registration for the upcoming May 21st school board and budget election. You can stop by the Board of Education building on Charles Street in Painted Post from noon to 4 to register. For those who won't be able to attend, you can fill out an application online to receive an absentee ballot. You can find that link on our website. Meteorologist Alyssa Triplett is here now with a check of our first forecast. Alyssa?
Good evening and happy Monday. We did have some beautiful weather to end off last week and to start May with that 80-degree high stacking up. Now the weekend, we did pull back to some of those cooler and rainier conditions, but we are noting that we have some clearing that has taken hold here through that Monday. That satellite earlier today showing those clearing skies, and we do have another day where we are going to see that sunshine before we are back talking about the potential of some rain and cooler weather, and I have all the details on that 7-day in just a few minutes.
A day like today was the perfect kind to get out in your yard and do some prepping in your garden. Our Sonia Ellison tells us some common things you can do to ensure your flowers bloom perfectly.
Spring is in full blossom, and now is the time of the season many in the southern tier are starting their spring planting.
I think it gets you outside. I mean, it's great physical activity. It gets you outside. It's you can enjoy nature.
Len Miller helps run Chamberlain Acres in Southport and says this time of year is peak for gardening, but just beware of frost for certain flowers like snapdragons and geraniums.
If it's a hanging basket, put it out on the porch during the day, bring it in at night.
Those looking to do some serious spring planting this year with a garden, the southern tier is a great place to do it.
Most people's gardens grow pretty good around here.
For first-time gardeners, you'll have to break ground. Weeding and tilling your spot is a necessary first step.
I believe the old-fashioned way, which is just like adding compost to your garden. A little manure is great for the soil. Usually the soil is not too bad in this area. If anything, we lean towards being acidic, so you might need to add a little lime.
Research by Scott's Miracle Grow found 55% of people garden to make a beautiful space for blooms, while 43% of us garden to grow food.
So when the pandemic hit, there was a shortage on food.
Inflation along with food scarcities have given way to a rise in vegetable gardening post-pandemic.
People still come in and they'll pick up things like tomatoes and squash and cucumbers and stuff. It's a little early for those. Usually they say wait till the end of May to put those in. But a lot of people put them in and they'll cover them at night if there's going to be a frost or something.
Glenn says right now cabbage, Brussels sprouts, potatoes, onions, and some beans are ready to plant. But a rookie mistake is planting the seeds too deep.
Things like planting seeds, other than peas or beans or something like that, I just sprinkle on the top of the soil, the tiny seeds, and then just tamp them down with your hand.
And if ever in doubt,
ask questions. By all means, go to your local garden center or something, ask questions. Ask other gardeners. It's a great way to find out what to do and when.
Sonia Ellison, Big Fox News.
The Elmira Elks Lodge is hosting their 2024 College Fair this week. On Wednesday, universities and colleges from around the Southern Tier will be in attendance. The event will also host technical schools and the U.S. Armed Service. The event will be held from 6 to 8 p.m. at 300 East Gray Street in Elmira. Former President Donald Trump back in a Manhattan courtroom for day 12 of his hush money criminal trial. The presiding judge, Juan Merchan, began today's proceedings by fining the president $1,000 for violating the trial's gag order once again. Just last week, Merchan fined Trump $9,000 for initial gag order violations after receiving repeated warnings. If Trump continues to violate his gag order, Merchan threatens that he would consider imposing jail time for the former president.
They have absolutely no case. It's a political hoax. It's election interference. Anything they can do, and even the witnesses they want to bring up, they have nothing to do with the case.
The former president is facing 34 felony counts over alleged hush money payments to adult film actress Stormy Daniels. Alyssa is back with our complete forecast next.
Here's your local stock market update from Big Fox.